Pokemon has just announced a brand new set, Temporal Forces, which is set to be released in the middle of March. Now, Paldean Fates isn't even out yet, and Pokemon are weighing in with these brand new sets, and this is going to be the 5th main set in the Scarlet and Violet era. So are we going to get new cards, a new style of cards coming into the new set? And is this set going to be any good? Well, today we'll be taking a look at what has been shown and revealed so far of this brand new set, and give us a good idea of whether or not this is going to be good or bad. So let's have a look. Alright guys, Temporal Forces is the brand new set revealed for March. We'll be going through all of the new stuff, all the new products that's going to be coming out. Now, we haven't even had Paldean Fates yet, and Paldean Fates is going to be a holiday set. It's going to be a great set to kick off the year. Now, the new set is going to be the 5th set coming, or the 5th main set coming in the Scarlet and Violet era. So it's kind of like the equivalent of Battle Styles in the Sword and Shield era. That was the 5th set to be released, and that brought us alternate art, which we know they became a big hit in the Sword and Shield era. So are there going to be any new cards coming in this one to set the trend for future sets? Let's go and take a look. So we have Temporal Forces, which is set to be released in March. It's going to be a full-blown booster box set, which is cool. We've had some pretty good sets already. Paradox Rift, Paldean Evolved have been pretty decent. It will reintroduce Ace spec cards to the TCG. So we're not getting anything specifically new. We're getting a reintroduction of stuff. So it's already had the reintroduction of EXs, which came in the Scarlet and Violet era, and we're now getting A-spec cards returning back to the TCG. So let's take a look at what the product looks like. So first off, we have the booster boxes. So we'll be getting the Paradox versions of a bunch of other Pokemon, the ancient and future versions. We're carrying on that trend that we saw in Paradox Rift. Now, I think they are great, both the ancient and the future Pokemon, and it's looking like we're going to be getting my boy Entei and the legendary beasts coming back in, which I'm really excited for. So there's the booster box. The booster box looks pretty cool. I like the look of this. I always like the look of booster boxes and pack arts. Some sets do it really nice, some sets do it really terrible, but so far this looks pretty good. We've got a Suicune in there. We got Raikou coming in with these new forms. Some people like them, some people don't. I think they're pretty cool. And then obviously we got the futuristic versions of some of the other cards. So we're going to get that ancient and future version of a lot of these. Then, of course, we have the ETBs. Now, there are 2 different ETBs of this set. I'm not a huge fan when they do 2 different ETBs. I like just having one. It means you only have to buy one, but there's 2. There's 2 different ones. So we have one here, which is going to be the ancient version, and there'll be a futuristic version, similar to what we had in Paradox Rift. And, just your normal bulk standard, Pokemon Center ETB. Look, Pokemon Center ETBs, they're going to be in fantastic keep sealed. I wouldn't open them. Just keep them sealed. They're always going to be sought after in the future. So the promo we get in this one is Fluttermane. I don't think what Pokemon that actually is, but it looks pretty cool nonetheless. I do like the look of the artwork. Then we have the other ETB as well, the futuristic version. Personally, I prefer the ancient version. And again, you get your normal stuff you come to expect to see in all of these, of course, with the exclusive stand promo. You do get 2 promos in these. You could open it for the exclusive promo, but just keep it sealed, guys. My boy T-Tar's coming back. Well, Iron Thorns, basically my boy T-Tar's coming back, which I'm happy with. Again, this does look pretty good, but I would prefer to go with the ancient version. And then we have the normal ETBs, of course. Now, normal ETBs, they're fine to open. As a rule, I tend not to open ETBs, but they are a lot better since we've had them in the Scarlet and Violet era, right? You do get an extra pack in them. You do now get a promo, which makes them a little bit more appealing and better value for your money to actually open these. And we do get a closer look at the Fluttermane, which I do like the look of this card. I like the artwork. I love the colors. It looks pretty good. And then, of course, we've got the futuristic version as well. And like I say, it comes with the extra pack. It does come with the promo. And then a closer look at Iron Thorns. He's looking pretty good. I like the look of that. Pretty basic art, but I like basic art. I like quite simplified art. Then we've got the triple pack blisters. I mean, they always introduce these with every single set. I do feel like these are okay value, to crack open. Some people say they've got better pull rates than booster boxes and ETBs. I have never really opened up triple pack blisters, so I can't really say whether or not they're going to be, better pull rates or not. You do get different promos. Then you got these single pack blisters, or the, check lane blisters. I personally don't go for these. I think these are just really bad value for money if you try and, buy these to get packs. But they are nice little pickups, of course. Then we have the booster bundles, which I think are great little mini booster boxes to collect. I like the fact they introduce these in every set now, which is very, very cool. You don't have to go out and buy all that money on a booster box. You can just go and get a small mini booster box with these booster bundles. And I do think they're good value for money. I like the fact we also have these for the holiday sets as well that they've done with 151 and they're doing with Paldean Fates. Of course, they're doing it with the main sets as well, which I do rate. So we have the set is due to release on the 22nd of March. So, okay, towards the end of March. We've got Paldean Fates at the end of January. So it's about a 2-month release window, which isn't actually that long. Pre-release is going to take part from the 9th to the 17th. So this set will feature over 160 cards, 6 Ace Spec Trainers, and 1 Ace Spec Special Energy. Then we're going to get 13 Pokemon EX and 2 Terra Pokemon EXs, 22 Illustration Rare Pokemon, which are good because Illustration Rares tend to hold good value in Scarlet and Violet era sets. Then we have 10 Special Illustration Rares and Supporter cards, 6 Hyper Rare Gold cards, it's actually quite a decent amount of gold cards, and more new, ancient, and future Pokemon. So this is actually going to be a smaller set than we've seen. It's going to be smaller than Paldean Evolved. It's going to be smaller than Paradox Rift. It's not quite as small as, you know, sets like Obsidian Flames, and there's quite a lot of big hit cards that get in here. 22 Illustration Rares is a decent amount, and 10 Special Illustration Rares is also a decent amount as well, compared to a set like Obsidian Flames, and 6 gold cards. It's actually a decent amount of gold cards as well. So it's going to be interesting to see. So we do have the return of these Ace Spec cards. So we can have a look at what some of these look like. These are really funky colors. I do like these. I don't know, me personally, I would like to have seen alt arts or the equivalent. You know, I guess a modern day equivalent, but a newer version and variety of it. But, you know, these do look cool. I'm not too much of a massive fan of these, but hey, they look cool. I do like the look of them, but I do think it'd be nice to have seen something like alternate arts, which would be really cool. So it says here, it says in the past we would normally get a new set in February, but the release of January's special set Paldean Fates means that Scarlet and Violet 5 has been pushed into March. But that's fine. However, we should be back on schedule with May Scarlet and Violet 6. So we're going to have March, so the end of March is going to be this set. Then you're going to have April, so it's going to be 2 months between each set. So you've got Paldean Fates, 2 months it's this set. Then 2 months again, you have the next set. So it's going to be quite jam-packed for the first half of this year. And then I wouldn't even be surprised if there's something coming in July/August. So yeah, we're going to be going full speed ahead. And of course, we do have like the Japanese set Wild Force and Cyber Judge, which do come out at the end of the month. It comes out pretty much when Paldean Fates drops. And these two Japanese sets will both form temporal forces like they do with normal Japanese sets, where they take 2 to 3 different sets and mesh them together. So Temporal Forces is dropping in March. Let me know, guys, what are your thoughts on the brand new set. Look, Paldean Fates isn't even out yet. This set looks to be a little bit smaller than sets like Paldean Evolved and of course Paradox Rift, but the number of hits that we get is still going to be quite large. So if pull rates are anything to go by, this set could be along the lines of a Paradox Rift and kind of a Paldean Evolved rather than Obsidian Flames. So that might keep the value and the desirability of the set a little bit more. We have to wait and see what all the cards are going to be. I kind of wish we got like some form of alternate art, but these Ace Spec cards do look kind of cool, and we might see different iterations of them further down the line. Of course, mainly for a TCG thing, which is absolutely fine. But overall, I'm a bit in the middle whether I'm going to be excited for the set. I mean, I do like the legendary beasts. I like the forms. I like the different Paradox forms between the future and the ancient. That's one thing I've really liked about Paradox Rift. It's really interesting to see what they're going to do with this set. With the new cards, of course, we have all the special illustration rares and a ton of illustration rares in the set as well, and a lot of gold cards. It's going to be interesting to see how well this set does as well. I could probably guess that the booster boxes are probably going to come out roughly the same as all the others, around $100 to £100. Maybe then drop a little bit less after release as, you know, things get opened and a lot more stocks available. But I do feel like it's going to follow suit to some of the other, you know, Scarlet and Violet era sets, which is absolutely fine. I think they're a great price point to pick up, of course. And things like ETBs, Pokemon Center ETBs are great to keep sealed, and normal ETBs are also great to keep hold of or open. If you made this far into the video, guys, and you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash the like button, make sure you subscribe for more Pokemon content. And guys, let me know down in the comments what are your thoughts on this brand new set. It looks like we'll be getting 2 new sets. So it looks like we'll be getting sets every 2 months. Well, for the first half of this year, we're having Paldean Fates drop in literally in a matter of weeks. Then 2 months later, we're going to be having this new set. And then 2 months after that, we're going to be having the 6th set in Scarlet and Violet. So we're just literally full steam ahead in 2024. Are people going to get, you know, product fatigue, or what I would like to call wallet fatigue? We'll have to wait and see. I mean, 3 big sets releasing, you know, before even halfway through the year is going to be absolutely crazy. So we'll have to wait and see how things go moving forward for the rest of 2024. But that's brand new sets. But if you want to know what great cards to look at and buy right now, then make sure to click the video on screen. And if you watch more Pokemon content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Alright guys, that's it from me in this video. As always, you guys are legends, and I'll see you in the next one.